Curse you, Bale! Curse you, Bale!
Are you hallucinating?
Okay, there we go. I think I got the sound fixed. Listen, chat, don't even start. I know the mic wasn't on. The fucking music was repeating immediately, then it was way too loud, okay? Anyway, so where do we even start? A lot of the player base is like, everything's fine now because they made it so you'll get more coins for bond rank, but only after bond 7, which is a huge grind. And by the way, not a coincidence that it starts at bond 7. So let me break this down, okay? Like, people are acting like this fixes. This does not fix anything. It just isn't as bad. Like, how much copium are we on that something being slightly less bad is somehow good? No, it's not good. They're still trying to get you to roll past NP5. They still didn't add anything to the game. The UI is still horrible. We still don't have... Oh, by the way, chat, I was gonna say we still don't have story replay or a boss rush mode or, you know, set the usual suspects here. But look at this shit, chat. This ridiculous recommended support system, which I cannot believe that they put time into this. No one asked, right? Literally, no one asked for this. And I swear in their fucking bird brain, Sony infested thought process, they're like, we're not retaining new players. It must be because they're dying to Gwen so much, so they need better friend supports. Like, no, they don't need better friend supports. Like, no, you don't have new players. They quit because the game is dog, okay? That's why no one fucking plays the game. Now, here's what I'm getting at, though. Look at all this effort they put into this, right? Look at, we got 1.0, 1.5, right? We got the lost belts, right? We can click this, right? We can go to good old Camelot, right? Now we got the, Now, if you show this to somebody, right, that doesn't know anything about the anniversary, they're going to be like, oh my god, they added story replay, which you could use this UI for, right? They took all this time to make a new UI in this fucking game, and you could indeed use this for story replay. It's not. It's not. And you know what's amazing about this, chat? They took all this time to make this, and you can't look at the stage, right? So I know that these are the Gwaine fights because I just know he's in chapter 4 and, you know, Saber only, etc., etc. But a lot of you're not gonna know that. Like, there's so many stages in this game, right? You don't know what fucking stage this is, right? These question mark. I don't know what this is. Chapter 15 question mark. I don't know what the slot for this, right? What support to put up because I don't know what stage this is. You can't preview it. Even I've already beat all these stages, but you can't look at what stage this was. It won't tell you, right? So how am I supposed to put up the best recommended servant Right? What the actual fuck is this? What a joke, dude. What a fucking joke. Anyway, back on point. So this minor change where you get more coins from, you know, getting bond, that it does not fix it, right? It just made it less bad. You still need more than NP5, right? You still need to grind a fuckload. It is still an incentive. Like, NP5 is already asking a lot of people, right? And now they're asking for like NP7, right? And here's the thing. Do not delude yourselves into thinking that whales are going to be like, oh, I'll just grind until bond 15. No, they're not. They're just gonna roll more copies, right? And I've seen people like, well, they're a business, they have to make money. Like, they haven't been making money this whole goddamn time, okay? Right? Like, what a meme. And all these other games out there don't have systems this ridiculous, right? This is such a joke of a system, right? If they actually wanted to be like, hey, you know what? We're not gonna make you go beyond NP5. Like, you know what? NP5 is enough, right? Then they would have just added a way to get universal coins. But no, this is all an excuse to try to get, you know, to milk more money out of the few players they have left. And they still are not addressing any of the problems. There's still barely any Oh, they had the nerve, chat. They had, in a fucking interview, they said this year was really, like, content heavy, like more so than in the past. What are they smoking? All right, what are they smoking? Like, what are you talking about? You just did a bunch of reruns that lasted a month each, right? Whoa, slow down on the content. It took you a year to add a new main story, right? It was like 11 and a half months or some crap, but like, what? Like, what world are you? It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, this game, total shit show. The change to bond doesn't matter. It just does not fucking matter. You still have to go beyond NP5. Mind-blowingly stupid. And it just sucks because people actually buy this crap, right? Like, people were like, oh yeah, this anniversary blows. The way the game's been ran in this last year blows, right? And then they're like, oh, but hey, you get more coins from bond, but you also need way more coins now, and it was too much even before, and we're supposed to be happy. How am I supposed to be happy about this, right? The coin system is stupid, right? From the beginning, all you did was make people need to get more copies of things they already had a bunch of copies of. That's it. It's over. Conversation over. Bad system, right? You're making people go beyond NP5, and then you made it really fucking bad, right? And then you just backstepped on that a little bit, and I'm supposed to be okay with this now. Like, no, this is absolute dog shit. Just, it's like chef's kiss of trash, dude. But in other news, they buffed a bunch of people, and almost all of the buffs I actually think were done kind of badly. Like, Billy got a buff, it's true, but it's not really that good. And you might say, what are you talking about? It added a bunch of stuff. It did, but it added it on the worst skill possible, right? They put all this stuff on his third skill, which is the one skill you know, if there's a skill of Billy's that you need to be careful about when you use it, it's the third one, because that's the one that lets him survive an enemy NP, right? And follow me, chat, right? He's a budget unit. He's an FP summon 3-star. He's for new players and you know, budget stuff, which means he's going to be on weaker teams, as in not killing the boss in like 3 turns. So you're going to need to use that evade to stay alive, right? Which means it's very likely you're either going to have to use that third skill and do a bunch of, you know, damage and then die later because now you can't survive the NP, or you save it for when you need to survive burst damage from the boss, and then you don't really line it up. You don't happen to have cards that turn. There's no guarantee Billy's going to have crits on the turn, or even cards on the turn that, like, Gwen NPs, for example, right? You have no guarantee of that. So, yeah, not great. Not a big fan. At least the quick up lasts. So, right, you can maybe get it on the next NP, but Billy kind of has shit NP gain, so... What do you mean you don't have Scatty and Summer Scatty? I know, right? You guys don't have Castoria? But yeah, I really, really would have preferred they put that on the first skill or the second skill. Like, either one. First skill or second skill. Who gives a shit? Already buff is fine for the most part. I mean, and he was better than Billy anyway, so. Let's see. The buffed, oh my god. Oh my god, I'm losing my... This game is taking years off my life. They finally buffed Charlotte. And I saw on Reddit all these like Charlotte fans, they're like, yay! They're like the fucking anime yay emote. But it, like, it's terrible. I don't understand how people that can't do math. It's so bad. Like, okay, a good buff for her would have made it so she got all 3 of her buff effects, right? What they did is they let you choose. It's terrible. Like, why didn't you just not make it shit in the first place, right? You get to choose? They're not any stronger, right? You could have, like, how do I even explain this? You could have gotten the right buff already. So all this did was make her more consistent. That wasn't the problem. The problem is she's bad. She doesn't do any damage, and she can't live very long. So what is the point? Right now, she is more consistent at not doing damage. Oh, great, right? This has no effect on anything. Now, she did get a star bomb. That never hurts, right? You're not going to complain about that. But that's pretty minor, right? So she gained almost no peak value difference because you could have crit on that turn anyway, and you could have gotten the right buff to be applicable to that turn anyway. So all her buff did was make her peak value happen more often. And that is a good buff when a unit is already fine, right? So I actually would say a lot of units that are already strong, just making them more consistent, but not making them stronger, totally fine. It's actually a good way to buff. But she's terrible, right? She's one of the worst fucking units because she's a 1-star damage dealer, right? And they have Kojiro over there, right? In his palace, where he's also a 1-star damage dealer, but he's like insanely good. And so if you grail him, he can keep up as a damage dealer, no problem. Charlotte is absolutely not like that, and don't lie to me, all those people out there with you grailed Charlottes, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Grailed Charlotte feels like a fucking, 3-star, maybe, right, that's been grailed to like 80, right, when she's like maxed the fuck out. Like, it's not great, right? Like, it's kind of workable, but it's so bad in comparison to like Kojiro and stuff like that. Like, absolute joke. Let's see, who else did they buff? They buffed, Saber Gilles de Reyes. I'm not gonna lie, I actually forgot what his buff was. I gotta look this up now. Which is not a good sign. Let's see, they buffed his first skill. Why did they, what are they on about right now? There's so many things they could have done that is not this. Increase the critical damage of allies with lawful alignment for 3 turns. Like, there are just so many better things you could have done than that. It is 50% though, which is nice. So then overcharge, overcharges the NP of allies with good alignment again by 2 stages, 1 time for 3 turns. And then if ally with star attribute is alive on field, you get a star bomb. But it has to be an ally, right? So that's not very good. That really is not very good. Star bomb's fine, but like needing a star attribute, that's not great at all. And then the only part of the buff that's like consistent is you gain 15 stars every turn, which for 3 turns, which that's okay. That's actually fine. I mean that's fine because that's what you need, right? It's anyone that plays Saber Gilles de Reyes knows what I'm talking about here. You already had to deal with a bunch of shit, like you got to NP and then you got to hope you have cards the next turn, and then you have to hope they crit, right? It's actually pretty annoying, right? But if he's making stars on his own, it's more consistent, right? So that's nice. And he himself is lawful, right? So his allies may not get these buffs, but at least because he's lawful, he gets the buff. So that's nice. This is a pretty good buff for him. Maybe not enough. We'll see. Actually, I would like to test him out. I don't know if... Can we have story replay? Can I just go in here? And then just, hey, let's pick out good stages to use a Saber in, right? Maybe go fight, Canis, you know, and Lost Belt 5 real quick, go fight Lion King and stuff, and you know, test him out. Like just right now, like I'd be like right now, let's just use Zildjian's right now. Just go fight bosses that come to mind right now. Wouldn't that be fun, chat? Wouldn't that be a good time? No, you can't do that. No, you get more things to buy with your coins. Oh, I'm so fucking happy. Chat, I'm convinced that they have decided to intentionally not do story replay at this point. I don't know why. Maybe they're saving it for Anniversary 10. Maybe they're saving it for when the game shuts down. I don't know what they're doing. But for whatever reason, they have clearly decided just not to do it. I mean, look at, you cannot tell me that this UI isn't like really serviceable for story replay. And like, they even cut out, chat, they even cut out the filler stages. It's just the stages they consider like noteworthy, right? Also, by the way, why isn't this just the story, right? Like, can we just not have the filler stages? Like, when you have a new player going through the game, like, chat, imagine this. You're a new player going through the game, and these stages right here, this is Orleans, right? So these stages right here have been rebalanced to be interesting for the average power level of an actual new player, right? And maybe some of these you're not allowed to bring a friend support, right? To make sure people, you know, actually are playing the game until they get a bit farther in, right? Because your friend supports are level 100 and shit. But then there's no filler, right? So Orleans is just these stages, right? Just the stages that are interesting, right? And then the story is like rewritten to not have so much dog shit dialogue in it, right? That would be great. By the way, chat, I said the other day that FGO really isn't written very well, and most people agree with me on that, but I absolutely had some people disagreeing with me, and it's saying the writing is fine, and honest to God, I feel like the standards for good writing has just tanked, right? It's just like no one has standards anymore. Do people not read anymore? Because it's like, I don't know how you can read this fucking game and be like, yep, this is good dialogue. Yeah, people talk like this. Like, are you kidding me? Right, even for like casual fiction, it is not written well. Now, I'm not hating on Fate entirely here, right? They still have a cool universe, right? There's some cool settings. A lot of the character motivations are interesting. I actually think that's the one thing Nasu is good at, right? But this writing is awful, right? Like, I see people unironically being like, Lost Belt 6 cinema, right? And they're not memeing, right? It's like, what are you talking about? It's so bad. There's so much like word vomit where the characters are just blurting stupid shit out. You know, like you're a 5-year-old and you can't follow a fucking story. Like they repeat what happened 2 seconds ago and then they repeat it again. And then it's like, I don't even get it, because visual novels, I would love for the people that disagree with me to actually address this point, right? Because it's fine, people can disagree about whatever they want. But the people that actually think the writing is okay, I legitimately want people to address this. How come you have books, right, that don't need to have this like exposition dialogue, right? Like, oh, like something happens and then Match is like, oh, he dropped his hammer, right? And stupid shit like that. Why do books not need that when they're literally text on paper? Where like, there's times in FGO where like you'll let's say for example you'll have Mash on the screen and Lee on the screen. I'm just making up names here, and like Mash's sprite like goes over to Lee and the sprite's shaking. There's a punch sound effect. You know, it's like obvious Mash is punching Lee or whatever. And then some other character has to be like, whoa, Mash just punched Lee. Like. We don't know that, right? And you could even have narration dialogue come up saying, you know, Mash used a left hook and hit him in the jaw, you know, that kind of shit. So, visual novels have more tools at their disposal, right, to make things clearer and concise, because they have sprites, they have music, they have sound effects, that's huge, right? But they can still have narration, they can still say it, you know, he said, she said, right? You can do all that stuff, you can still have the straight character dialogue. It's a lot, visual novels are lucky because they can have like Mash talking and it doesn't have to say Mash said or she said, right? They can just show Mash is talking because of the name over the text, and her sprite lighting up. So it's so much easier for them, right? And this is what is shocking to me. What I don't know, but what I think visual novel defenders will say is because it's supposed to be light reading, right? They don't want to have like the narration text and things like that. Well, one, that's where you use your sprites and your backgrounds and your sound effects. But two, FGO is way harder to read than a fucking book. Like, the just absolute mountain of word vomit in these fucking games makes them a chore to read, right? It is agonizing. They spend so much time like most of the fucking conversations in these games could be like a fifth of the size, right? But there's just so much bullshit dialogue that it's just like, can somebody trim the fat, please? I know, cautious stories, dude. What's stupid is they don't need to be like this. There is no reason that these stories cannot be written well, and I would prefer them to be shorter, right? I don't need it to be fucking No Country for Old Men. I don't need it to be The Count of Monte Cristo, right? Some quick, brief schlock fun is fine, but it needs to be written where I'm not going to get a headache from sorting through the mountains of garbage dialogue, right? Look at like Genshin Impact. Look at the actual story beats in that fucking story. They are incredibly simplistic, and that is fine. But why does it take them 9 hours to get through that? Right? And then FGO is worse because it's not even voice acted. So I'm like, am I supposed to just sit here for 9 hours reading the dumbest fucking dialogue? Like, it's just so fucking dumb, dude. And the thing is, I know Nasu knows better. Nasu is not my favorite writer by any means, but he did write K&K, and that is written reasonably well enough. Right? It's not that hard to read. Now, it has its moments, right? Nasu really has a tendency of, like, being overly, I don't know, grandiose with his language, I guess. But it is infinitely better than FGO. But yeah, the fact that people unironically think FGO has, like, this god-tier story and that's the reason to play it, I just copium, dude. Copium. Like, the reason to play it is just liking the universe and being invested in the universe. It doesn't mean the writing is good. It doesn't mean the story is good. Like, holy shit. We're out of our minds over here. All the sane people left, all right? They left like 4 years ago, maybe even more than that. Anyways, I would like to use Billy and Gilles de Reyes and all that, but we don't really have any content to use them in, but we'll, let's do some of these buff quests real quick. I'll do a Billy solo here. Oh my, I love that emote. It's so simple, but it's the best. So Beastly, how are you doing? How's life? But this is why so many people have quit, though. Like, my god, dude, so many. What, did the game just crash? Okay, no, we're not that. What is it doing? Why is it struggling so much to load my servants? Bro, when did this start? Oh boy. Oh yes, I love how this says you can't do this on the team screen, which you can, is just for some reason it has to be this team screen opposed to the other team screen that is identical. And by the way, why does that even exist? Like, why are there two team screens? There's like absolutely no reason for the other team screen. It's just an annoying thing that's in the way. Yeah, that team title, I think, was the last time I streamed this game. Man, it sucks I don't have that crit buff because, that'd be really nice for Billy. Do I have what he needs to get this to 10? What am I lacking? God damn it, I don't want to farm skill gems. The voices, man. Dude, the voice, I like how over time, the voices has just become our representative for FGO. You guys remember, like, how long have I been streaming? 7 years or something? Oh my god, what is wrong with me? Anyways, do y'all remember when, like, everyone was happy and we were just talking about Fate stuff and we were, like, fighting Neurofest bosses and everyone was excited for the next main story because they actually had content in them? Remember that? That was a good time. And we were still, by the way, even in those good times, right, when we actually had content and you had unique events like the Edmund event and Neurofest and all that, we were still asking for story replay, right? Remember that? We were like, this game's, it's nice, but man, it sucks that we don't have story replay. But yeah, I'm sure they'll get around to it. You remember that? Like 7 years ago? Remember that? That was yeah, good times. And then, the years go by and you're like, yeah, maybe next year, maybe next year, maybe next year, maybe next year. And now we're going on year 10 and it's like, I don't know if they're doing this. And, now we don't have any, events. But yeah, good times in the past. At least I'll be able to get this when they give us the coin update. At least I think so, because my Billy's pretty high bond. Surely next anniversary. Okay, chat, here's the sad part. And it's the last one. I really mean it. It's the last one. Next year, I think there is a chance of story replay because it's the 10th year, right? And that's obviously a huge milestone. So it's like, that's like the last time I can have any kind of hope for it. But I shouldn't have to wait a fucking year, right? It should already be added. It should have been added so many years ago. I mean, actually, it should have been in the game from the beginning. Like every other game that exists. You know what's just... Do you realize how angry I'll be if this game gets end of service? And you think why I hate this game. But it's because they've never done anything. Why? For all of the fucking 10 years, going on 10 years that we've been playing this godforsaken game, this whole time, we haven't had a roguelike. We haven't had a boss rush mode. We haven't had a new game plus mode or a story replay. We haven't any of these things, right? So all of this time, we could have been enjoying our units doing fun things. And then if they're just like, well, that's the end of the game, natural life cycle, etc. Like, are you fucking kidding me? How many hours have you gotten out of Arknights' roguelike? So fucking many. Like, my god. I will say, though, less in the new ones. The newer roguelikes haven't been as good for Arknights. I really don't like them as much. They're getting too, like, dumb. But like still I do like them, and I have put an outrageous amount of time into them, and I'll put more, right? When Rogue I'm trying to check Rogue Spear. That's a Rainbow Six game, but no, when the Rainbow Six collab happens, I'll use the units there. So yeah, ending 4, I don't know about that one. Yeah, they need more workers. That's been obvious. And like anytime they've hired, like if you follow them, the company, they always hire inexperienced people that they don't have to pay a lot. That's just not the way to do it. It's weird to me because Type Moon and Sony have so much money. Why aren't they hiring like top tier developers? Like get ahead and get more ahead, right? Suck up that talent. And then go make other games. And the thing is, they do make other games, but they're bad. Like Fate games are trash. Fuck, are you like fucking Fate Extella Link? Are you kidding me? Right, like that game is so floaty and shallow. It's garbage, right? And then fucking Fate Extra back in the day with its paper rock scissors combat, right? Like just absolute shit. So Fate games have always been like cash grab, shovelware, movie tie-in from like 2005 quality games, right? And it's frustrating because you got Grand Blue Fantasy over there, right? Pumping out quality stuff, right? Do you like fucking Grand Blue Relink was amazing. What an awesome game that was. It even attracted loads of like big streamers and stuff that don't even like know about Grand Blue. Like they did great, right? Why don't we get that kind of quality over here? We got fucking Fate Samurai. Like, are you kidding me? Oh yeah, and then we get the Fate Stay Night release in the West. Do I need to continue this sentence? Like, I think most people know what the problem here is. It took them 20 years, and then they didn't bother to play test it for 5 seconds. Right? Like, really? Like, it's a visual novel port, which is one of the most basic things, and they fucked that chat. Think about this. Really think about this. They're making billions, right? They can't localize a visual novel correctly. What are we talking about, right? Like how and people still defend these fucker. Like I don't even know what to say. It's just it's a level of copium that I cannot comprehend. right? Like, they have so much money, and they can't fucking put out a visual novel in English without it exploding. Like, they couldn't bother to boot it up one time to make sure it worked before they put it out on Steam, right? Like, it's just so mind-blowing to me. And, like, there are so many tiny developers, right? Like, tiny Japanese developers. Tiny, right? Like, two-man studios and stuff that will have, like, their own visual novel or something. And they get it out on Steam fine. No problems, right? Maybe a questionable localization word translation here or there or something like that. But they don't have any problems, right? What the hell is Type Moon and Sony doing here? Ultria, don't even, let's not even go down that one. All right, what do we want to give Billy here? Let's see. So, yeah, these are fine, especially because we're not doing anything too hard. Kind of wish we were. I'd love to go do, you know, whatever boss fights I could find from the story to test Billy out. That'd be great. Chat, and on a completely different note, can we have some F's in chat for the 19 William Tell fans out there? Because as much as I love Billy, William Tell really did deserve that buff. And over the years, there's been a lot of Silver Archer buffs going out. So yeah, it'd be nice if he could, you know, get a few more. Like, he needs a lot of help, I think. Like, I always see William Tell stands being like, no, he's fine. He's fine. Like, you know, they're in copium. He's not fine. No one ever uses him. Even the budget players don't use him, right? They're just, it's not worth it ever, right? He needs multiple buffs over there. Tell's biggest buff is unironically the new pins. Yeah, really. Now, Asclepius, though. Asclepius got buffed. We'll get into that in a second. Let's play Billy here, though. But yeah, that, I don't know why they did that. I don't know why they did that. Like, he's one of the most used budget units ever. Right? Like, sure, occasionally there's not, like, debuffs and stuff and you don't need them. But, like, he is so frequently used. I use him all the time. Other budget players use him all the time. Even non-budget players use him, for God's sakes. He is, like, everywhere, right? Everywhere. Like, no one was like, man, this Asclepius guy's not good enough. Most people are like, holy shit, this Asclepius guy's way better than you would think, right? Everyone said that. And then you've got Medea over there. You got Geronimo, right? So many casters I could list that need a buff. And, yeah, no, buff, arguably the best one in the game. Or best 3-star, anyway. Yeah, no, rip Iris Veal, by the way. Alright, it's funny that George has the cooldown reduction there. So because his skill's not ranked 10, I only get the cooldown reduction on the first skill that I use, which really sucks, but... oh, well. Medea who? Yeah, Irie got buffed, and she was still worse than Asclepius, but she kind of had some use. But yeah, now it's just a joke. Do y'all remember when Asclepius first came out? And I stand by this, that I was correct, right? When Asclepius first came out, I was like, okay. Overall, Asclepius is better than Iris Veal. But there are circumstances where she is better because both of their healing is good enough, you don't need the debuffs, and her personal survivability is more useful, right? Niche, but occasionally that was going to be a thing. But now, that's not a thing anymore. And now Asclepius is just better because now he also has personal survivability and everything else. So yeah, it's not even close. Red hair or Medusa? It could be Alex. I mean, red hair needs it the most, but it could be Alex. With the way these buffs have been going, though, that's not really... there hasn't been a lot of logic to it. So, yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Chat, where's Butch Cassidy? Doc Holliday. Buffalo Bill even. Was any of that shit? Okay, let's not kill this guy so we get rid of George. I don't think Ricky Boy's gonna get buffed. I mean, fuck me. I mean, they buffed Asclepius, so I mean, they might. It could be Ushi. Can you imagine, chat, if they buff Ushi, who's just blatantly the best 3-star rider? But I mean, they buffed Asclepius, so it's on the table. Like, it's absolutely on the table. That would suck though. But yeah, I actually am rooting for Alexander. I want them to buff Alexander to where his team-wide quick buff is bigger, and then does something else that benefits quick, or is straight utility, like defense up for the team, damage cut for the team. Right, make the quick up like maybe 10% greater, and then give a damage cut to the team. That'd be sick. Because then we have a quick support, for fuck's sakes. Have you guys noticed? I don't even care who the quick support is. Every time there's a buff that could make a quick support happen, I just want that to happen. Right, Black Bart, sure. Right, Alex, sure. I don't give a fuck who it is, right? Just give us a Matahari, for God's sakes. Give Matahari like a fucking 30% team-wide quick buff or whatever. Like, whoever the fuck. Masaki Hime's not a, that's not really an option there. Alright, I wonder if I kill with quick when he's got the defense buff, because then I could make a bunch of stars, but probably don't need to. Do that. Yeah, we need an FP summon quick support. Alexander Dumas. But didn't they, by the way, they did not announce anything for Fate Strange Fake, did they? Which leads me to believe we have a while. But that's actually for the best. Generally, the more pre-production time you have for an anime, the better it can be. Not guaranteed to be, but has the potential to be. And yeah, I'd rather they take their time and do it right. Hopefully there's actually a boss fight in this stage. All right, well, let's just see his damage here. All the buttons. Chat, do I throw out the crit buff just to see it? Yeah. I don't think the boss is going to be hard enough to care. Alright, so NP will be at neutral. Will we do quick? You're still going to do more damage with Buster, but let's see what happens. The thing is, that is 25% crit damage on it, though. I'm throwing away that juicy quick up, but... yeah, fuck it. We'll do the chain here. I could have killed all three of these, actually. I could have attacked one NP'd. Then crit extra. Watch the boss be hard enough to care. Yeah, that would be kind of funny, actually. 117. That's okay for neutral. Yeah, that's a huge improvement over what we used to see on Billy back in the day. He used to not have an upgraded NP. Didn't have a damage buff in his kit. That's nice. That's a really nice improvement. I still think, though, if you're a Billy fan, you gotta grail him. I don't think you have, I think at least 90. I don't think you have to go to 100, but you're gonna want him to be at least 90. Because his attack stat is pretty low. Don't need much NP gain. Grab some stars here. Alright, we got one more turn. Let's see what we get. Chat, you don't understand. Fucking Nasu said people are getting burnt out. Fuck you. Fuck you, Nasu. I'm not burnt out. I want things to do. Like, I'm thinking about it right now. Like, how am I supposed to be burnt out? There's nothing to play. Like, what are you actually talking about? Like, I'm sitting here, like, having fun with... hold my fucking... there we go. Anyway, technology. I'm sitting here with all this like new Billy stuff, and I'm like, man, I want to go play. I want to go fight things. I want to do like, you know, a roguelike or fight Anniversary Gwen again or solo something or whatever. Like, but I can't. Right? Those things don't exist. Right? Like, and I just, God damn it, man. Like, I would love to actually like, hey, let's, you know, use Billy for something meaningful right now. You know, that would be great. This song though. Damn it, we're not gonna see any crits. This boss gonna fucking die. Billy's got quite the NP damage now though. Upgraded NP. Quick single target upgraded. You know, quick up. That's nice. 120 on the Buster crit. That was wow, 242. All right. But that was on a was that on a Saber? I can't remember. Yeah, I think that was on Saber. I think he can do better. I wonder where he was at with attribute stuff. Oh, we're definitely getting part 3. I do not think. I was like joking about end of service. I don't think that's. They make too much money to do that. The only way I see them doing end of service is if they've decided they're better off like making a new game, like a new game engine and that kind of stuff. My whole thing is I mean this. I think FGO can age fine. Look at Arknights. Arknights is the exact same game engine. It's not a problem, right? They just need to hire people. They need to overhaul their UI, a lot of their under the hood stuff. Like when the game decides to load and deload things is all really fucking stupid. It's very poorly optimized, right? So they need to really work on that kind of stuff. And then just, you know, facelift, right? Do things, add a roguelike, etc., etc. The one thing though that you do kind of have to reboot for is power creep. So that is definitely a thing. But yeah, they're definitely, if they do FGO 2, essentially, which won't be called FGO 2, but if they ever made another Fate game, you know, live service Fate game, it's going to have gear in it. Which, yeah, that'll suck. That's like the best thing about FGO is no gear. If they made a new Fate game, I would try it. I don't know if, you know, they'd have to do a good job. I don't love the Fate IP enough to put up with more bullshit from this company. Yeah, Richard has a bad time, but, well, you know, back in the day, Richard used to win all the time, but less nowadays because of power creep. Yeah, I do think Genshin's success has been bad for the game industry. People are, like, copying it blindly, and it's not working out very well. That happens all the time, though. Lost is old enough to know what I'm talking about. Like, when Call of Duty caught on, everyone copied that. When Diablo 3 caught on, everyone copied that. And you can see that in, like, Darksiders 2. It's so stupid. The game industry is just really silly like that. It's because the suits are just like, this is popular, do this. Yep, BlazBlue copied FGO. What a catastrophe that was. Any gaming Gilda Rays out there? Because, boy, he's still got problems, though, man. Like, his NP still only lasts 2 turns and stuff. A lot of issues there. I think his burst damage can be insane now, though. Funny thing about Souls clones, though, is there's actually not that many of them. They're mostly indies. Like, the big studios can't really figure it out. I think they fundamentally don't understand why it's popular or how to even mimic it. Lords of the Fallen has pretty much always been the only somewhat decent-sized Souls clone. Everything else is indie. And because even like Lies of P, which is one of the only successful ones, that's indie. The mainstream industry just doesn't. They don't even try. Bleak Faith. You know what's crazy is like Bleak Faith is a piece of shit, but those streams were a lot of fun because it was so bad. But it was intriguing in certain areas for sure. Oh yeah, I guess Code Vein was decently sized. It's not. That was kind of like AA. Oh yeah, I did see that guy was suing FromSoft, and it was just, it made no sense at all. I think the guy's actually crazy. Feels bad. Neo is made by Team Ninja. Neo, though, is not that much of a Souls-like. Like, it took some mild stuff from it, like the On Death and all that, but they didn't actually. I think people have overblown how much of a Souls-like it is. And I think it's because people didn't play Team Ninja games before that. Because Neo, unironically, has more in common with Ninja Gaiden than it does Souls. Like, in terms of, like, the speed and like just the way you hit enemies and stuff. Now, don't get me wrong, it is influenced by Souls, right? You'd be amiss to ignore that. You know, they basically took Ninja Gaiden stuff and combined it with some Souls stuff, and then kind of increased some of the RPG stuff and whatnot. But like Neo's pretty unique ultimately, but it does very much have Souls influence, like no question, it's influenced by it. Actually, FGO is influenced by Souls, and Nasu has said this, and like the other people in the company have talked about it, because Souls games had boss fights that were hard but felt rewarding when you beat them. Nasu then wanted FGO to have boss fights like that, and that's why Camelot is this huge difficulty spike. I'm not kidding. Like they have absolutely said that in interviews. So Gwain's a Dark Souls boss is what I'm getting at. Rewarding FGO bosses. Actually, that's the thing. I'm not gonna shit on every aspect of FGO. FGO has had good bosses. Now you can't replay them, and some of them aren't good anymore because of power creep. But you know, Gwain was fun when he came out back in the day. Lost Belt 3 was fun. You know, Mothman and all that. Those were fun boss fights. Lost Belt 5. You know, I really enjoyed that stuff. Beating Zeus with a low star team, that was awesome, dude. I had so much fun doing that. That's the thing about FGO, is there are things about it that are good. Now I will say, we're losing those things because the power creep's really bad, and so when they try to make stuff hard now, they make it cheap and stupid and annoying, right? I do think the boss design is degrading. I very much do think the boss design is degrading. So that's a big problem. I think that's such a problem. Oh wait, isn't she getting a summer version? I can't remember. I think it was her. That's a really random one though, because she's never, no offense, but not exactly popular, so. Yeah, I forgot. They announced a few of the summer ones. I think she was one of them, and I do not remember who the other one was. And then fucking CL, or CL or TL, whatever the fuck her name is, BlueMASH. Which is so weird. Like, why didn't they just add her normally? Oh, Jufu, right. You know what? I'm gonna use Billy again. That wasn't enough. Holy fuck, why does it take so long to load this now? Maybe one of her ascension stages will be normal. I don't know. Space Fujino soon. Wouldn't shock me. Wait, didn't they say Saber Wars was soon? Bet. Why don't they do animation updates? I should be excited because Saber Wars could mean Billy the Kid animation update. But I think they just made an exception for Jolter, and then they're just not, man. It sucks, dude. Like, Billy animation update, for the love of God. And Darius, my God. Give us the cool green man. And they'll probably add a gunslinger, at least, I would think. Because for some reason, they've put gunslingers in Saber Wars, so... Yeah, Leo needs one, Mozart, Shakespeare, Matahari. I do hate the servant verse. It's terrible. It's like the worst content, dude. It's so dumb. Its lore is completely ridiculous. Man, I bet you, I remember way back in the day, like before a lot of the systems we have, this was before the skill trees and all that. But Billy he could solo Gwain, but he had to work for it, right? Like it wasn't the easiest thing ever. But my God, now, even at level 100, I don't need no 120 or any of that. He would destroy Gwain now. Although you would have to be careful, because Gwain still hits like a truck. Like, unironically, if he like double buster crits you, even if you're a Saber, if you don't have like a big defense up, damage cut, evade, or whatever, you're probably dead. So if things went really badly, it is still possible Gwaine just melts you, but that's not like super common. Try not to kill this guy. I think Nasu just used the Servant Verse, though, to just make things wacky for the sake of it being wacky. I don't think he even cares about the Servant Verse that much. Because he doesn't really use it. He just has characters come from it to justify, like, stupidity. I guess Summer is next, though, which I don't care about too much, because no Hawaiian shirt coup, and like Summer's like fan service stuff, so I don't really care too much. I will say though, sometimes the servant characters do have fun toolkits though, so there's at least that. Do I want a buff here? I could probably triple kill if I do. Fuck it, let's do it for funsies. So I'm gonna have to crit and then extra attack this one. I don't have this crit buff. Be a rainbow chain art card. Actually, I could probably do the art card now. To do buzz direct. Yeah, that'll do it. Billy. Billy. You're embarrassing me here. Might need to get that 120 at some point. In his defense, he doesn't have his crit buff. And, not just his first skill, but he doesn't have the passive. And I don't have the archer skill tree. So there is still a lot of damage on the table for him to get. Dude, Ku has been in like really high. They've done these vote things many times. Ku is constantly really high on them. Like, but then they just, dude, it's actually obnoxious as fuck. Because we've had so many summer events and they just keep picking, like, no offense to some of the random male characters that have gotten summer get-ups, but a lot of them are not very popular. And they haven't even been, and this is the more important than that, they haven't been in the game very long. And like, even someone like Mandricardo, who is somewhat popular, is plenty popular, but like, Ku is, I would say, more popular, and then has been in the game way longer. And it's just like over and over and over, and they don't do it. It's so fucking obnoxious, dude. I know fucking Bart got one. Like, what the hell? Yeah, I think they're just being shits right now. Guess we're clicking this button. I'm really surprised Billy did not kill that before, though. Yeah, Karna has been in the game a long time, too, and is also very popular. Ku is more popular than Karna, though. Karna is still, though, a very liked character. I don't really like when they add new mechanics because they're normally just dumb gimmicks. If you're gonna add a mechanic, don't shoehorn it into a servant's toolkit. That's just silly. That's just trying to be special, and it's silly. If you want to add a new mechanic, add it to the game. You know, add a new card type or add the ability to mulligan by default, right? Like at least one time per game, or whatever the fuck. You know what I'd really like? Is do what like Slay the Spire does. Holy fuck, that would make FGO better. Do you realize how much better this game would be if they implemented some of what Slay the Spire does? Like, you get to see what the enemy's turn roughly is, by like who they're targeting, like who they're going to attack, or if they're using a skill. Like, just being able to see on Boudica's turn, she's going to attack twice and skill once, right? And then like she's going to attack Billy once, and like match was here, mash once. But you don't know what if it's a buster or quick. You don't have to get, you know, if it's going to crit or not. But like giving some basic information like that would be so much. This game would be so much more fun, because then you're not gonna you can like use things like a one-turn evade a lot more reliably. It's like, oh hey, Billy's about to be attacked twice, and I kind of want to get his damage buff. It's not a bad time to use the evade. Things like that, way better, dude. Way fucking better. But yeah, literally just some basic ass stuff like that I think would make the game more skillful, a lot more skillful, and a lot less frustrating, especially for budget, because my god, budget can be so fucking annoying to play. Because it's so much RNG can screw you over when your team is weaker. So I have 2 turns of this. Boudica don't one-shot me. I might as well evade now, because her NP doesn't do damage. Wow, that's not bad. I didn't have the first skill up. If I did, shoot about died there. Yeah, I think Billy's in a pretty good spot now, which is nice to see. It's been, he got left in the dust pretty hard with some of the other archers. And just the way the content's been, so this is nice. I don't think he's going to be the best budget archer in the game now or anything, but I do think this is a pretty nice improvement. I should have gone for like a crit there. That's not enough damage for the well, I don't know. His NP actually does hit hard now. It probably is enough. Oh yeah. Yeah, he got it. Boy, if he does get 120 and I get the archer skill tree, because the archer skill tree gives you quite a bit of damage up for your crits and your NP specifically. So Billy will actually be a bit of a monster. Yeah, if you could see when the enemy's using skills, quick charge would be way less annoying. Absolutely. I actually think, now that I've said this, I'm like so sad we don't have it. I think having, like, seeing the enemy's gonna do attack this many times and use this many skills and like who they're targeting, I just think that would make the game so much better. Yeah, I probably will get some grails. You know, let me think about that. Who are we gonna grail? They got a chunk. Let's see. Wouldn't mind getting Robin to 100. Let's see. I mean, I like to grail Bedivere, but then I'd have to get another Bedivere because I really like having him at 70. There's Lobo. That'd be cool. Morgan, fuck that. I would love to say a VC Braun, but he gets worse when you grail him, so probably not. Again, I'd have to level a second copy of him, which I kind of need to do anyway. I don't know. Well, I love a VC Braun, so it's tough. Medusa 120. Grail the cat. Didn't I already grail the cat? I know I did in my ult. Well, that one's 80. I think I grailed the green one. Because, you know. Yeah, I grailed the green one. Wait, is Urkelot not grailed already? Oh, fuck, he's not. Okay, well, that's at least going to 90. I'm actually surprised I haven't done that already. Tiki wouldn't be terrible. So here's the thing about the Taco Jana situation. She's cool and her gameplay is super fun, but Beastly's is so much better than mine. It's like, what's the point? Right? Like, if I'm going to use her to, like, you know, in a video or something, I'm probably just going to use Beastly's. Right? Because, like, I'm never catching up to his. Like, not a chance. I'm so far behind. She does have really cool animations and everything, though. Like, she's aged very well, I would say. Cat tier list win, that would be actually kind of fun. Yeah, Lobo's tempting. I would say Gwen, but Gwen's like 110 on my ult. There's Chiron. Kristen. Let me look at the low stars. She's pretty cool. I've really enjoyed her gameplay. That'd be fun. She also has a good hat. Let's see, let's do it through this. It's easier. So Babbage, I love to death, and I was so excited when I saw he was in FGO because he was like someone I really like looked up to as a kid. But he is Grailed to 100 on my ult account, so not as necessary over here. Theseus is pretty cool. I could see me grailing him at some point. I wouldn't grail him over like Caesar though. If I was gonna grail a 3-star Saber, it's probably Caesar. Although he is grailed on the perk account, but... David would be really cool, but that's another one that's just such a staple at 70. You know, I leveled a second Robin Hood because I wanted a Robin grailed so bad. I eventually just leveled another one. I might just have to start doing that. That's a real pain with like Bedivere though. But yeah, honestly, it's getting to the point where it's like, I don't even care anymore about doing budget stuff as much just because the game is just, it's in such a dumbass state that I might just grail the units that I like that are low stars. Because I would love to have a Bedivere, David, Caesar, right? I mean, 100 Face and Babbage, cool Hat Lady. Maybe a Rosh some more, right? That, yeah, and Mandricardo, Ricky Boy, of course. And Protoku. I mean, Protoku's super upgraded on my ult, but it wouldn't be bad to have it over here. And some of them I could just take to 80, right? That's not a big deal. That's an odd pick. That's an odd pick. His gameplay is really bizarre. Good old Leonidas. That's another one I've grailed on my ult. Blood Axe. Dude, I love having a grailed Blood Axe. I'm actually so excited for him to get an animation update, and thus I'll be disappointed because he's never getting an animation update because this game sucks. But, dude, I love Blood Axe. He's awesome. And then, you know, his animations are garbage, so he's not really fun to use right now. But, like, I've just, like, been waiting on it this whole time. I'm like, I got a level 100 Blood Axe. I'm like, yeah, I'm ready to go. And then they just... Same for Sanson, by the way. I've had Sanson maxed out, dude, for so long. That's just... nothing, man. They don't buff him. They don't give him an animation update. Like, what a fucking joke. Chat, I can't believe that the new passive they added. I just, what the fuck? I really don't like it too, because for low stars in like the long run, their clears are longer, so it's not as good. But the whales 3-turn, so they don't they don't give a... I guess though, if their stage is over before the skill would come back, it doesn't matter either, though. So, but it does help budget with like MASH. You know, MASH getting her first skill back quicker. That's really strong. Asclepius getting his shit back quicker. That's really strong. Chat, I would love to use these things. I would love to go, you know, do some 3-star stuff or something right now. Go fight Mothman and see how it's easier. Yeah, getting MASH coins though. Yeah, I know, right? Actually, won't we get some with the change? Because yeah, you're past bond 7. I don't know if it's enough to get a passive, but I think you will get some. Farm doors, yeah, that's a good. I don't know who I'm gonna grail. Let me see how many grails I've got. I've only got 4 right now. That's kind of rough. So, I mean, let's say that I don't really know how many we're gonna get. I'm not sure. Yeah, if you have a 5-turn cooldown skill, I mean, the thing is, it depends, right? Because you only get it once. So, like, honestly, on Ku, it's not actually that great, because on your first PFA, it normally comes back before you need to recast it anyway. And then Guts, you already can loop. Like, that's the thing. You can already loop Guts. So, getting it faster, like, you would need... This is what's annoying about Ku. Ku would need the cooldown reduction the second time he uses the abilities. Then it would make him a lot better. Now, it's still nice for, like, if the boss is, like, one-shotting you every turn, or if you need his 3rd skill. Right? If you need the 3rd skill really rapidly. So it helps Ku, but really, it is not much of a buff for Ku. It really isn't. Yeah, honestly, I agree. I think the crit buff is better for Ku. Like, the more I've thought about it, like, it's fun, the way, the cooldown reduction. But yeah, actually, the crit buff is better. So once they let us respec, I'll probably change it. We'll see, though. I mean, hell, with the changes, I might be able to just buy everything because I'm bond 15, so hopefully that's enough. Chat, here comes the copium. So, I have to get to this stupid summer event, but, you know, whatever. So after the summer event, they might do Saber Wars 3, right? Which, I don't like Saber Wars, but they might add a new gunslinger, like the one they showed last time, right? So then I roll on that, and then I get Ku copies. See? And then we get coins, right? And then maybe we get some coins from some of the other people that need it, right? So, and then we get a new gunslinger, right? So that'd be great, right? And then Billy gets an animation update. And now we're really talking, because Billy needs a bunch of coins, and he's not bond 15, so... This is kind of fitting music. It does kind of have a Western sound to it there. And then they add 2 gunslingers, right? We get the one we saw before, and then we get another one, right? We get like Butch Cassidy or Doc Holliday, and they're not weird, right? Like they're normal. Boy, you know what the most copium part of all of that was them being normal. That part's not happening. Let's see this disgusting monster. God, why did they have to add the new teams? Like, why did they? I did not need that. It just makes it harder now. Oh my God, what is this? It's this screen specifically. Everything else is fine. I wanted them to make the game more optimized, not less. It must have something to do with the way this UI is like loading your servants. It's not doing it on other screens that load your servants though, so it's something like maybe about the being able to customize the skills from that screen now or something, I don't know. Oh my God, that Benkei that I leveled up specifically for that whale video, like the whale you're not supposed to be able to kill without like Frankenstein or whatever. That was so dumb. Oh, I need to go buy. We now have can get a second copy, I think, of that craft essence that I like to use here. This one that doesn't give you HP. I need to go get that. It's more NP anyway, so. That one's higher level. There we go. What the hell is LSG? Light source gun. That sounds like a tournament for esports. Welcome to the LSG Invitational, right? Like I have no idea what you're talking about. Is it just Lizangle? Sounds like a drug. You got any LSG, man? Little Suit Gundam. Oh, we got that hat. Is LSG literally just Lizangle? Is that just what people call them? Just lasagna works for me. Okay, I need to like not kill everything that moves because I need my taunts to die. You should just call them DW2. It's the same amount of letters, right? It's 3. Well, I mean number, but you know, I think that's way better. I should probably have used 2 of her cards, but like, whatever. I kind of want this to go badly at the start, so she can show off more. Let's not get it twisted. DW was not a good company. Like, They ran the game better than it's ran now, but that's an incredibly low bar. Like they look good in comparison, but they don't look good. Like holy shit, they don't look good. Like these still were so bare bones. They still did such a bad job. However, you know, they did give us animation updates and that kind of thing. If people act like Lizangle, it was just a name change. It was not just a name change. Like there was a lot of employees moved around and stuff, and like the creative lead quit and stuff. What did you get from GSSR? That you made a hell of an assumption that I would do the GSSR for this piece of shit game. That is a hell of an assumption right there. Let's see. I'm curious what kind of damage we're gonna see here. The crits are what really matter here. I don't know. Do you want to do quick? I would think not, at least on this turn, because like that's 100% crit, and yeah, I think we'll do that. I don't know. That's a tough call. There's no world where I'm giving them a penny until they shape their shit up. Like if giving them money when they do really shitty stuff is just condoning that behavior, and they're not gonna improve. The only way this game is ever gonna improve is if, I think it's too late now though. Like now I feel like if they stop making money, they just end a service, like, which is absurd. But I think FGO is really hard to save at this point. But there's no way I'm giving them money unless they have better business practice. It's just straight up. It's like, I'm not giving a company money that has this bad of business practice. Oh, she's looping. Yep. This is, we don't, this is sad. This is so beneath her that we can't even show how broken she is. Like, she can reset her HP bars so many times. She's so fucking strong. It's actually crazy, like, how slept on she is as a unit, because not only is she just got insane survivability and really good normal card damage now and all that, and the utility with the buff removal and all that, but she supports the team pretty well. Like, she's got pretty solid buffs for her team. I've not unlocked Fluffy Saber. It doesn't sound like it's a very hard fight though. It sounds like an HP bag. I should unlock that though. I've just been too blech, to play the game. Oh man, one SQ, boys. Well, the good news is if they do add any gunslingers or anything like that I want to roll on, it's not going to be even remotely hard to get them. I think you just have to do one stage to unlock it. I should do these though to get the summon tickets and stuff. I think why not? What's the gimmick on this one, chat? I don't want to trial and error a million times if I can help it right now. If I can get like a vague breakdown here. Dude, the mad dog. I love that. Dude, they haven't added anything that I've wanted to roll on in so long. I rolled pretty hard though on like on Tamamoto, you know, Gundam guy. I rolled pretty big back then. But even then I didn't even go close to going down to 0 SQ back then. Let's see, there's a pretender here. We should use somebody. I could do a team, but we could try to solo and for something fun. I don't know if chat really has much up though that's good for pretender. There's always her. I'm sure she could do it, but yeah, I've rolled on Tom some. I got super lucky on Tom though, and I got a bunch of copies of him super easy. Aussie, that's not bad. That'd be fun. Someone should have. I know Ace has Aussie if he's around. We got Beastly's got him. See if we can get a bigger one than that. Okay, there we go. Ace, are you still here? Santa Carna. We'll do that later. That's not good for a pretender anyway. I'll give Ace a second to do command codes here real quick. Let me grab a snack real fast. Get some grub. Yeah, when are we getting a Fate prototype anime? Aussie. So, chat, there's a very specific. What are you all? What? Beto especially. What are you doing? Let's get a can opener, dude. One of the weirder things I've seen since I've come back. Anyway, chat, come. Where are you going? Chat, I can see you. Okay, you're not. This is not an effective hiding strategy. Anyways, chat, I'm gonna make a very specific section of the community mad. But earlier I was talking about how FGO's writing, like dialogue especially, is terrible. Which I stand by that. It's dog shit. But in the Fate series, I think so far the best writing is probably Fate Zero. And all the Artoria fans are gonna get angry and blah 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 blah. I don't give a shit. It's written way better than the other ones, and it has a really cohesive narrative. There's a point to the story, right? There's like there's a message that's being conveyed well, right? And it's I think it's by far the best standalone story. Like, you can just read it, and even if you've never read any other Fate, it's still a good read. Frenzy Chaos, thank you for the 59 months, dude. I appreciate it. Some of the stories he's written since then, though, are actually dog shit. I don't even know why, like what happened, because he used to write pretty good, but some of his newer stuff feels pretty phoned in, I won't lie. I've not read every thing that he's written, but yeah, Lost Belt 3 wasn't great. But he's done some like anime and stuff, not just books, and some of them weren't so hot. But man, thank you, Frenzy Chaos, dude. 59. Really appreciate it. The fluffy, like, hood thing there is pretty funny. Chat, surely this is not it. Like, they said it was a 90+ stage. There must be some kind of gimmick here. Although maybe this attack down is actually big. It is 5 turns, so. God damn, this song is a banger, man. Probably older than some of the people in my chat. I mean, it's not the player base not accepting the true name. It's that they literally don't understand language because they constantly say Artoria. That's the thing. They're always like, guys, it's Altria, except it's literally always said Artoria. Also, there's official merchandise spelled both ways. I'm just gonna say it like it is. In the early days of Fate, Nasu had such a terrible understanding of the English language. Yeah, I know. Fuck the way they used to spell Medusa, dude. Oh my fucking god. Just Nasu had no comprehension of the English language. Yeah, Matthew. It used to be Matthew. Good times on that one. It was from MASH, by the way. You know, that's the whole thing, by the way. Her name was supposed to be Matthew. That's why it's Mashu. It's because her fucking name was Matthew. Right? You can't make this shit up. Anyway, in the early days, Nasu just had no comprehension of how fucking English works. And they said it Artoria, and they thought that was supposed to be spelled Altria. Then other people that actually know how to fucking spell, you know, just put it as Artoria, and some of that stuff just slipped through in official products. So then, back in the day, her name was literally spelled both ways. And then Nasu has now just made it Altria, but they still just say Artoria. Even the voice actors and stuff that have like really good English say Artoria, because they're clearly being instructed to say Artoria. They just don't know how to fucking spell. It's dumb as shit. It is dumb as shit. Yeah, don't even get me the thing about Medusa, that one got fixed because you can't get away with it. Like with Artoria, they can get away with murder because it's a made-up name. So that's why all this like bullshit happens. But Medusa is such an old legend that all of the major languages around the world already have like a set in stone way that this Gorgon creature you're referring to, they know how it's supposed to be spelled. But they originally spelled it differently too, by the way, and it was really fucking stuff. I don't even know how you're supposed to say it. The way they used to spell it, like that old ass character material book, like one of the first ones ever, I have no idea how you're supposed to say that. Yeah, people acting like, you know, like Nasu's this arbiter of language, man, is so fucking stupid. Altria sounds dumb as shit. It sounds so dumb. All the trees, like Artoria sounds similar to Arthur, at least somewhat, because it's based on Artorius, right? That's the whole point. That's why they say Artoria. That's literally why her name is that, and that's why all the Japanese voice acting is always Artoria, is because it's based off Artorius, which is, you know, where Arthur comes from. Altria is nothing. Arthur. Dude, there is an Arthur figure, like not Artoria, right? But like Arthur, right? Prototype, Fate prototype stuff. There's an Arthur figure, and this one's kind of recent, where they spell it like so wrong. I don't even remember how they spell it. I got it saved somewhere. Vol sent it to me, but they spelled it like crazy wrong. It's like, what the fuck? And again, that one's easy. That one's so easy because just like with Medusa, right? It's such a well-known legend. There's already like a really established way to spell these things in all the major languages. So it's like, just take 5 fucking seconds. That's like the whole problem with Type Moon though, is they don't do that. See the visual novel release, by the way. Man, I wish we had debuff removal command code. Get rid of this attack down. Well, they misspell stuff like Artoria and Arthur and all that all the time because L's and R's are really difficult for them, which, I mean, fair enough, right? There's a lot of words and sounds that English speakers struggle with. I know there's like a lot of like tongue click stuff we'd suck at and all that. So yeah, it's not easy for them, right? It's hard for them to understand. And if you look, this is very common in all stuff from Japan that wants there to be an English like version of a name or whatever. There's always L and R problems. Like, it's super fucking common, especially like when the creator like wants the English version to be a certain way, and it's so fucking common. I mean, it doesn't matter, like, British English or American English, right? Either way is really hard for Japan. That doesn't really make any difference. I don't think they fucked up Mordred any. I haven't really looked. It wouldn't shock me if they fucked it up somewhere, because they had a lot of R's there. God. So From Software, they've had problems too, actually. Less than Type Moon, but so Armored Core for Answer, right? My favorite video game ever. Also one of my favorite soundtracks ever, right? If not my favorite soundtrack ever. There's a boss called Spirit of Motherwill. And believe me, they had problems with the R's here. And on the official, which I have this, the official soundtrack, right? It's spelled Spirit of Motherwill. And they did not, at no point did they catch any of this. Now and also I'm pretty sure when they there's I think in the game in Japanese they say it in English sometimes and they say it that way. I'm pretty sure. I have to check. But in the company that did the localization, they obviously it's supposed to be Spirit, obviously, so they fixed it. But yeah, all the a lot of the Japanese stuff, it's Spirit. It's, oh my god, dude, they have so many problems with this. It's kind of famous though. All right, I could do this for the buff success chance. That's probably worth it. I think it's worth more for the buff success chance than it is for the battery. I shouldn't have cast that. I forgot. Ace, look away. God damn it, I just fucked up. I forgot the way his buff works. Look, I haven't played Aussie in forever, dude. God damn it. Do we have the thing that lowers our cooldowns? I didn't look. I might need to restart. I kind of want the debuff clear command code anyway. Like, we're probably gonna win, but like, man, we've whipped value hard, dude. Like, when you do this skill after the NP, it's so much better. Look at these big heals, though. We might win anyway, but it would be nice to like do it pro. Can you replay the stage, chat? Because I can always just use Aussie later. I need to get an Aussie of my own leveled up properly. It's just all of them. I have Aussie on multiple accounts, and he's NP1 on all of them. And it just sucks. Yeah, if Aussie got hard survivability, like evade or invulnerability, that would just be insane. He doesn't really. Hey, boy. 6 to 9 months of nickels, yeah. All right, well, we're about to decimate them. We don't even have our buffs. Also, we're about to have double sun. I'm surprised that thing survived the busters there. Damn. Not bad for a caster. Okay, now everything's fine. It's like too late. We don't need these buffs anymore, but now we have them. Come on, get us some lucky crits here, especially the Buster. Damn, that's for a quick attack. That's pretty sick, especially in first place. Woo! Oh my god, dude! Imagine him at 120 and all that stuff. That is spicy, man. Yeah, there was stuff to talk about in FGO, so I figured we'd do another FGO stream. Gonna play Neon White after. So I'm assuming he does not have the crit buff passive, I'm assuming. What about skill tree? Like how much room for improvement is there here? 'Cause that's wild. All right, who did chat want? Yeah, I can't wait for Neon White, dude. I love that game. I was shocked how much fun I had playing it last time. Oh, we've used Billy a little bit. Nothing too crazy. We could try him out here real quick. Oh, come on. Fuck you, game. Get that shit out of here. Now I can't use chat's units because I have to use that. Oh my, there's 2 of them? Oh, you're killing me, game. Why did he run everything? You can't... What? You can't even... It has to be in the back row. Dude, why were people hyping this stage up? I don't know. What? So you have to at least bring 4 units, right? Because you can't have the unit in the back count towards the 3. This stage is shit. Like, there's no... You can't... Like, Richard's better, right? Like, are you kidding me? This is fucked. Well, I guess we'll use Billy in a team setting here. That's fine. I actually kind of want to do that anyway. Chat, what if I get a Tesla rate up, right? I don't copium, but maybe there's a Tesla rate up, right? And then, you know, we get him with all that SQ we've got, and then we get him to 120, right? I'd be all right with that. Boy, Tesla don't get rate ups much, though. That's pretty rare. Maybe on White Day for, like, a day, that could happen. Dude, have you read his character material book? It's awesome. Like, he's always, like, used as a joke in the game, which sucks. But, he's actually a really awesome character, man. Like, shit. How do we not have a rotating story banner, by the way? I mean, like, every fucking game has them. Oh, chat. You want to hear something silly? You know that, what was that game? Knights of Veda, you know, we had pretty good gameplay, but, you know, really yappy story. So I haven't been playing it, but I've been logging in occasionally, right? And, like, if you log in enough times, they give you a free 5-star. It's random, but, like, if you log in for a total of, like, 28 days, even not in a row, you get a free 5-star. And they had, like, an anniversary going on, and they gave you a free 5-star. And then I hit the pity, right, from just, like, story rolls, and I got a 5-star, right? So I'm not actually playing the game, but I gotten a bunch of 5-stars, and I got the exact 2 that I said I wanted, right? The Edward guy with the cool armor, and Jane Bloodborne, right? So if I ever do play that game again, which I'll probably stream it again and try it out. I literally have the 2 5-stars that I want. I didn't do anything. I didn't do a damn thing. Just freebies. So yeah, that was nice. I'd hope you get account damage. Yeah, I'm sure that'll happen. That game's roster is pretty small. All right. Could bring Asclepius, although I have a feeling. Well, this could be an Asclepius stage. Could be debuffs. Let me see here. Did I do his buff? I think I did. You know, I should grail Asclepius as well, but he's so hard to get a second copy of because he's fucking it's like it's super easy to do it the first time because it's not hard to justify like throwing, you know, a few hundred SQ at story summon or something. if you don't have him because he's so good. But once you have him, it's kind of hard to justify. Yeah, see, they added. I can't believe they did this, dude. I can't. He has damage support now. Why is it art? By the way, why?
Hello.
What? Just make it quick. Like that. Boom. Problem solved. Right? Maybe make it 30% instead of 20% and make it quick. And now we have a quick support. Like, boom. There you go. Jesus, why are they like this, dude? Like, art has so much fucking budget support. Like, Boudica's actually super good now, right? Mozart's always been good. Hohenheim's really good. Jufu's really good. Like, they have such an... That's so bullshit. Anyway, yeah, they gave him art up for the team, and healing received up, and he gives himself guts. Although only for 3 turns. I will say, like, his self-survivability is still pretty limited, because... yeah, 3-turn guts is pretty short. The art enjoyers in Lizangle hates quick. Yeah, I'd believe that. He doesn't want to be on the same team as Paris. That's understandable. Clearly DPS healer, yeah. He does have triple art guard. I should give Billy a debuff clear command code. I suspect the boss is gonna do that. Man, maybe you start with Hans. Because, like, Asclepius giving Billy art up is pretty whatever. Unfortunate. Where is Sakura's scope? It's always so hard for me to find that one. Like, the budget battery. Why is this screen so messed up? Like, every other thing with the loading your roster doesn't have this problem right now. Can she go in the back? Okay, she can. That's good. Well, kind of in the back. Could do Calamity Jane. If we can make that work. It's kind of hard sometimes. It's like MASH is normally better. Shit like that. But you get the attack down. I love how I just said in passing once that Blurple is one of the few colors that I'm not really crazy about. And then chat just has completely like I like, why are nickels a meme on this channel? Do you realize how like, again, like, you know, it was so random. Like, someone asked me, like, what are the best coins or whatever. I don't even remember how that we got on that topic. And I was like, yeah, nickel's like the one coin that's, you know, kind of lame. And then now it's like chat just throwing nickels at me all like that, just one time, dude, one time. I'll never forget though when we raided Ventiox, right, the Phantom guy, and chat brought up nickels. And he agreed with me. I think he said he works in a bank, and he's like, yeah, nickels are kind of obnoxious. And I'm like, thank you. That was great. Most vindicated moment of my life. Paid actor. Don't insult him like that. He's awesome. You know what? Double. I love how I can't customize anything because I have to go forward. I hope I'm able to get that. I have to farm gems forever. Chat, do you realize they have got to make changes to this game? They have to. Can we have like a boss that rotates every week? And it's like, you know, a 2 million HP dragon, right? And then like a big Spriggan, and they have some mild gimmicks, you know, and then like they drop gold gems. So like 1 week it's a dragon and it drops saber gems, right? The next week it's like a special Spriggan with break bars and stuff, you know, it's a mild gimmick, and that's, you know, archer gems or whatever, right? Or even like every day, you can do it however you want, but like that would be fun. And like this, it's just getting so absurd right? Because if you get a new character now, you have to do their 3 skills and their 5 passives. Oh, God. Yeah, at this point, everything they do really is aimed at getting whales to whale more. Unfortunately, that is definitely been a thing. Yeah, no one wants to do the dailies. They're terrible. They suck. Although I'm sure a lot of people have like been like, man, I got a new character and the only way to get, I'm out of gems and the only way to get them is dailies, so they go farm them, and I've certainly done that. Hell, I'm probably gonna have to do that for Billy. It's not like farming the lotteries any more fun though. She's gonna want this really bad. I think she wants that more than like, cause she's not she can do damage, but that's not really her aim. She's more of a support that also does damage. So she wants all of these though. Well, maybe not all of them, but like the battery's nice because it's easier to get her NP because her NP is decent. But yeah, she wants this the most. Like that actually is gonna help her be a support. God, Waver gets that. Oh my God, that's disgusting. And Castoria. Oh my God, I didn't even think about that one. You know, she literally is the support. Castoria, oh brother, dude. Where's, there we go. Might as well give her some debuff clear too. Yeah, a lot of power creep. Dude, I think the bosses coming down the pipeline are gonna be so fucking lame. And like, if you're not using the OP stuff, it's just gonna be so bad. Because do not get it confused, man. Like, Billy getting that little buff he got, that is so nothing. That's not gonna make like Fluffy easier, right? But Castoria getting the passive down, that absolutely is gonna make Fluffy easier. So like the gap between budget and non-budget just keeps getting bigger and bigger. So if they make really hard content, it just gets more and more dumb. And like big thing I don't like is it's getting more and more RNG dependent to do hard bosses with low stars, that just makes me not enjoy it at all. Fucking runs it. The thing is, a lot of units still aren't super. I mean, not even close. Like, so many units are still, like, whatever. Like, the cooldown reduction and all these little things do not make, like, Hans even close to even Waver. Maddie, by the way. Okay, should have started with Asclepius. I could just instantly yeet all of that. I've made a mistake. Let's see. Well, we now have 50 stars. We're gonna whiff the drain, but oh yeah, she gives you defense down too, so more damage. We have too many stars right now. Jesus Christ, so if she maxed her thing out, this would be at 4, and you could cooldown reduction it, and it'd be at 2. That is so fucking strong. We might need this. Kinda doubt it, though. I love this song, dude. I also love the game it's from. I Ninja. Very fun game. I think it's aged pretty well. think it's a game you can pick up and still enjoy now. Probably get it on like Dolphin Emulator or something, no problem. I should stream it sometime, actually. That'd be fun. Okay, we needed the crit buff. Overestimated our damage a little bit there. On's having a bad time. Like him to live a little bit longer. This is so stupid, giving him the invulnerability buff. Big heal though. God, that Rue emote. The Rue, huh? The whaling scene in most games gets pretty stupid in my opinion. Like some of the whale discords out there, man, it's actually insane. They're trying to feel like the Illuminati elite or something. It's really weird, dude. I've seen some shit. It really didn't need Calamity Jane's NP, but it does overcharge Hans. Why is that an emote, dude? Boy, we've misplayed so much here. Also, Asclepius is definitely the way to go. So, I don't think Hans is gonna get, his thing again. Not quite. Oh my god, dude. What a catastrophe. Did I just get buff blocked? What? Boy, having a damage dealer that, that crit though, but having a damage dealer that has a debuff cleanse would be really helpful here. Or, you know, bringing Asclepius, that would be good too. Don't worry guys, we're gonna get an art up. We could have done this so much smoother than we are currently doing it. Jesus Christ, that heal now. Fuck, it's not enough to get the battery, because then Billy could NP. Oh yeah, she gives evade. Wow, I means I double evaded turn 1. That's not great. I gotta do that crit though, man. Do we really need Asclepius's buff? Like, do we actually need to save Calamity Jane? Like, we could just, you know, open fire. Look, she's like a fan of Billy's with her voice lines, right? So she'd want to see this damage, right? This is fine. Besides, she might live anyway. Yeah, she's fine. Probably should have given the cooldown reduction to Billy then, but well, I mean, they're certainly winning, but yeah, I think we could actually win with this kind of setup a lot quicker with Pride. But not bad. I mean, you can see the value on Calamity Jane though. Like the attack down's nice, the batteries are nice. Her voice doesn't really bother me. What bothers me is the rainbow lasers and multicolored nonsense and all that. It's like, what the fuck, man? The only casualty was Hans. Yeah, Calamity Jane do be looking like a clown. Awful run. Hans died. Reset. Cairo will remember. I mean, Cairo sacks Hans sometimes too, man. All right, I should at least do a few of these. I gotta get these summon tickets. Throw them. I need to like just throw them on whatever banner that I vaguely care about, just to try to get coup coins. Although maybe I won't need them. We'll see. Like with the change, I only need 120 more. Watch them add more reasons for coins again, though. Chat knows. I mean, he's pretty cool. Chat, I just realized we need an Ash emote with those sunglasses instead of her normal shades. 100% we need that. Yeah, I need to just stop being a lazy shit. I need to talk to, because now I'm retired and I'm moved and like everything's pretty smooth. I need to just talk to Diva, and we need. Here's what we're doing. Our channel mascots are pretty much going to be, and we'll have some one-off emotes for whoever the fuck, but Ash and Fluffy. That's what we're gonna do. It's gonna be Ash and Fluffy. What did we say we wanted? Like, first off, we need a better Ash Wink, right? The ones we have are just not good enough. And then what did we say? We could do Fluffy Blank, right? The kind of like blank face. And when life gets to you, that's probably an Ash one. Oh my god, chat. We could call it Life and Ash, right? That'd be amazing, dude. That's a perfect one. I want a Fluffy Spin, but that's way more complicated to do. We do need that, though. But yeah, like that Rue Blank, but Fluffy, that'd be pretty good. That kind of style of emote. And then, yeah, when life gets to you with Ash. And then something with those sunglasses. That needs to happen. Hey, throw some ideas at me, Chad. What do we want? Because, like, Diva is someone I can communicate with well, and we can go back and forth until the emote is, like, really what we want. I'm actually shocked at the trouble I had with, like, the random people I worked with the Ash Wink. Like, I gave them so many good examples, and, like saying I wanted it like, nice and zoomed in and all that, and none of them did a good job with the wink, right? We wanted, like, that fucking Nep Wink, but with Ash, and they just did not... They did not get it, man. Oh my god, that cat emote with DG. I wish Diva was here. I'd ask how reasonable would that be. I would let chat pick whatever character would be for that one. You gotta admit though, chat, that cat emote, but Fluffy, would be really good. Like Fluffy in that suit like that would be really fucking good. Like that would be amazing. Santa Karna, we'll see that. I'm sure that'll be something at some point. Business, yeah. Well, rip Nobu. I don't even need to wait. Just turn one, go. That is the coolest. That is just the coolest fucking Buster attack in the game, dude. I love that so much. God damn, Karna is so awesome, dude. Yeah, we do need a noted emote. That's harder to do, though, because it needs to be animated. I don't know if Diva can do animated stuff. I'll ask. But it's so much harder. The noted we have is so good, though. And it's the sleep one. I do fucking love that sleep emote. It's incredible. Wah? Do we need our own wah? What do you think, chat? I mean, it's not bad. Like, people love using wah, and like Wrath. Who would be the? I guess just Fluffy wah. Jessica, that wouldn't be bad. I don't mind having some one-off ones, that aren't. But Fluffy Wham would be pretty good. Yato, oh my god. I actually like that a lot. That's not bad at all. Yeah, we'll see. That's a good suggestion. Well, we won't get rid of any of these like default ones, because yeah, the Wham what we have now is super good. That was a level 80 stage? What? Yeah, the point and laugh, obviously. Okay, we know what to do here. Music's perfect. Yeah, I think everybody knows where this is going. Where is he? I'm so glad he exists. A lot of people have said this, and I concur. The best anniversary was the one with all the new bronzes. It was not even close. It's not even close. Like, everybody got new toys to play with. The whole player base gets them. And then everyone has their favorite. And look how popular they've been. Charlotte and Qin Gong and all, Blackboard. They're still, like, Jason. People love them. Right? That was just awesome. That was so fucking cool. And the fact that you have that, and then 8 and 9, it's just like, what the fuck, dude? Alright, well, we can't use any chat units here. Who to use? Goddamn, Kojiro is so cracked for a 1-star now. Let's see if we can do it without command codes. Should be alright. The Qin Gong is one of those servants that it's like, he's a great anime version of what he's based on. He's not weird, but he's still like unique and memorable and well done. And then he has good gameplay that it also, matches his character, right? So it's just such an awesome part of the game. I wish more. When you have a character of that quality, right, that does such a good job of like representing what they're based on and having great gameplay and being useful but not overpowered and all that, that's like the goal to strive for. And I wish they attempted that more often. They kind of just don't give a fuck a lot of the times to some of the characters they make. I think I'm gonna throw this out now. Sucks I don't have a quick card though to Rainbow Chain. That would really help next turn. For low stars, they buff Saber Gilles, Billy, Charlotte, Asclepius, which I don't know what the hell they did that for. And then there's a Silver Rider to come. Perfect time for that. Do I re-roll? I'm gonna say yes. That 70% arts, meh. Didn't get any better. But Medusa could use a buff, but like red hair and a lot of other stuff needs it way more for sure. Oh, come on. We whiffed the crit. My NP gain. Dude, that sucks. We would have got our NP. Unfortunate. Damn, if I have Rainbow Chain, I have to do this card, which is the worst by far. Damn, we might need those command codes. Our Stargen is just not there. Look at all these failed crits, man. Okay, even if we win, this is not worth it. I got to reset out of pride here. Like the whiffed value we've seen. His animations are chef's kiss. So good. You know what's crazy? What Urzer just said's not even like an exaggeration. Like, we've had so much stupid shit like that. This song is so good. Being more weeb based, it's so great. Finster with the katana. I would love that. I just don't know if we play enough EDF to do it, but we'll see. I do need to play more EDF, but Cairo's been pretty MIA. Do I want to bother with a heal? It's not terrible. Yeah, this is yet another song in our playlist where the creator of it passed away. Really sucks, man. The Korean soundtrack of Guilty Gear, which it's really odd that they had their own soundtrack, but it was fucking killer, so. Yeah, big sad. Yeah, the Korean, honestly, the Korean Guilty Gear soundtrack is just so good. And like the default soundtrack for the Guilty Gear games are great, but I think the Korean one kind of outdid them, honestly. I think I need Abigail. Just in case there's an attack up. Alright, this should be fine. If I want to do heal plus, it might buy us a turn. The amount of damage the boss does. God, the fucking CC UI, dude. Some things never change. It's actually worse. It gets worse all the time because there's just so many command codes. And there's no optimization in this game still. I was so happy to see that someone noticed when I made the Ort video that the real boss fight was the command code UI, because I think every servant I used in that, I was like, dude, I gotta have them do, you know, like their best. So I gave all of them command codes. I'm pretty, maybe there's like one I missed or something, but I'm pretty sure I gave everyone command codes. And oh my god, that was fucking miserable. Also, I actually like this because I like kind of natural content, and I didn't look anything up with Ort, so I didn't know about the second phase, and I also didn't know about his class changing. So like that's why I opened with Ushi, right? Because I thought he was going to be a foreigner every fucking, you know, every encounter. So I'm like, might as well go with Ushi, right? I felt like a really like good character to start with, right? And then yeah, it wasn't counterclassing, so whoops. Yeah, I'll do this. It is throwing away one turn of the crit buff, but I think it makes the next turn a lot smoother. Or I don't hear no bells. Alright. Dude, I wish he had a third phase in the raid part. Because, like, right as your account starts having to, like, push it, right? It ends. The only account that I had to really sit down and be smart about was the Herc account. But even that one, it could have kept going a bit. It could have handled a few more. Okay, now we got 40, 60%. No, we gotta re-roll that. Come on now. And it... What? This is literally worse than last time, and I have more stars. You're killing me, game. You're fucking killing me, game. We got art up. We got crit up. Get that damage plus. Dude, come on. I have 40 fucking stars, and I got a mulligan, right? So it's like practically I have higher odds than normal, and I just fucking. I should heal boost the other heal. Like the Mysticode one. What do you mean invulnerability? Didn't do that last time. Oh, fuck. This is what happens when you don't have a survivability skill. Let's see. Should make stars. Yeah, now I have triple 100% crit. Oh, I didn't realize she had an invulnerability like that. Look, I'm not a Space Ishtar fan, okay? Ooh. I think we're dead. We're close, but don't think it's gonna be enough here. Definitely winnable. Yeah, honestly, if I just crit with that fucking art card, so we NP a turn sooner, also do more damage, I think we'd be fine. I might have it. Nope, that had to crit. Bro, if we just crit with that art card, we would have won. What the fuck? Yeah, Lancelot's awesome, but he's a terrible solo unit. It's harder to crit because you have the entire deck, and so the absorb goes to waste. And you don't have a survivability skill. If you add a survivability skill to the absorb, then he'd be a way better solo unit. Now, we know he can win, but it's literally just crit with that art card, so maybe we give someone else a shot here. I wonder how Mordred does. She's AoE, but she has a way better solo kit. I'm sure Canis could do it. Canis is solo monster. Yeah, let's try Mordred. That's kind of fun. Because, yeah, she's AoE, so... What do I need? I need, fuck. This game. Use Sanson. Is she evil? Let me look. She's evil. I don't think he can do it. He's so bad, dude. We could try. If she was human, then he absolutely could do it, because he'd actually do really big damage, but... Can't use Sherlock because, well, you can't use friend supports here, unfortunately. They make you bring, Ishtar. No fun allowed. Although, you know, it's an Avenger, so... I mean, it'd be really impressive if he won then. But, yeah, good luck. Alright, we have to give command codes to Sanson because he needs all the help he can get. So he only has the 1 cooldown reduction because I don't think I have it at rank 10. So we need it to be the anti-evil one because, well, maybe not. I don't know if the fight will go on that long. The thing is, I can't use it on the heal one because I can't wait that long. That's where you just need the skill to be maxed because you can have best of both worlds. Don't know if he needs Merlin. You want to NP a second time though while the buff is up 5,000%. This fucking song. Why did I remember when I added this, I knew it was just gonna be some troll bullshit. Some of the times this is played over the years though has been kind of amazing. Mario Party 5, by the way. Still the best Mario Party game that I've played. I've not played all of them, but out of the random ones I have played, 5 has always been the best. You're a Mario Party 5? What does that even mean? Elaborate. I like how I pawn grailed Sanson, like I'm gonna farm with him a lot. Okay, chat, now you're not even making sense. Okay. Terrible opening hand, but this is the way of it. Is this supposed to be a memorial quest? You guys remember when memorial quests were actually hard? Like, the Anniversary Gwaine is Camelot Gwaine, but with 200,000 more health, and because of his damage reduction gimmick, it's like, in practicality, it's more health than that, right? They used to do shit like that. I don't know if I should have actually cast it there. I don't have crit chance. And I don't really want to do the art card. But if I don't rainbow chain, I'm not going to do anything here. $40, $30, $30. Don't fail me. You're failing me. Sanson. Brother. One crit, my man. Oh, this is rough. Don't want to do the heal without the heal boost. But I'm about to die. Also, we're only going to NP the one time, which is really shit. Yeah, use the third skill. That'll do it. He's got an awesome NP though. Yeah, you need to art crit. By the way, he hasn't crit the entire time, but you need to art crit there and then get your NP again. Wow, we're gonna. That's so fucked up. That's actually winnable though. You need to get really lucky. You need to actually crit and shit, and then loop your NP when the defense down's still there and the evil is still there. And then you can evade. So we still had heal and evade. That is winnable, but I think his win rate would be pretty bad. I think Lancelot's would be better. Lancelot just needed to get that one crit, and that's it. Let's do Mordred. That actually has. Billy's buff is good, but it's on the wrong skill. Like, it's so dumb on the third skill. Like, it's a really good buff. It's just, holy shit, it'd be so much better on the first or second skill. Like, they could not have picked a worse skill to put it on. Like, you don't want... If he was like a big boy, 5-star, you know, having a skill like that's fine because you're probably going to 3-turn, and so who cares? But, you know, budget units actually need to be careful with their survivability skills. Very much so. So it is not a great synergy. It's better than not having it at all, though. Like, it's no question it's a buff, but... it really is weird they put it on that one. Like, what the fuck? So, Max's Mordred, obviously way better than mine, but mine is still good, right? I'm still level 100, NP5, right? We got the Buster cards, got the faux pas and stuff. It's not copium. This is a way above average Mordred, okay? But I won't lie, Max does kind of make me want to improve mine. We'll see. It's hard to get coins. I need like the Saber. That's another thing. Max has the Saber class tree. I've got Lancer, so that's a pretty big gap right there. I am not surprised Luvia can do this. I am not surprised by that. Yeah, obviously better than 90 and a typical 100 because I've got I am 2k foe, right? I got 2k foe and I got the 2 Buster cards upgraded, and I have a lot of the passive, so like it's not bad. I guess we put heal on this. Max's is such a monster though, it's crazy. Should I tell you, FGO's got problems, but I don't regret playing it at all, dude. Like, streaming it's been fun over the years, all the dumb jokes and the silly things that have happened. And, like, the account reviews, man, that was so much fun. And I've met so many cool people. You know, Lost, speaking of, you know, meeting people and whatnot, it's not lost on me that, you know, I was talking about that lawnmower shit to a fucking engineer, and then you send me a goddamn meme picture, by the way. Just throwing that one out there. Okay. How come Mordred gets a good opening hand? Although I don't think I can use it too much because, we got a Chin Gong here. Quick last, I'll whiff the heal. It's probably worth it. Grab some stars. I'm a plane engineer, not a lawnmower. Yeah, you know, I think there might be some generalities there. Make a lawnmower fly. Okay, I can NP right now, but we have to use this. Not terrible. Cool background on this stage. Okay. 13k HP. See, that defense buff is pretty nice, though. We would have gotten so fucked up there. It's nice to get the heal, but holy fuck, the boss is almost dead. Oh, okay. Well, never mind then. Mordred kind of good. Jesus, dude, what the fuck? Because Lancelot was 100 as well. God damn. Yeah, I didn't pay attention to just how much damage we did there. Okay, the cleanup might be a little hard here. I probably should have focused on NP gain there. I just have to not die this turn. Oh, good, I can heal. You know, instead of going for a big heal there, I probably should have just generated stars, because critting is going to win it for you. Although, actually, we'll just kill with NP, it's fine. Yeah, we're at full HP right now. Although, not anymore. Holy fuck. Wow, that is really something. Like AoE Saber doing that well. It's just not by any means the most specialized at soloing. It's just huge crit damage. I do wish Mordred would get guts though. Now show maxes. I would if I could, but you don't get friend support for that one. But what was I gonna say? I wish Mordred would get guts because she has it lore-wise, and then she would actually be a pretty good solo unit. Like she's okay. She's actually a passable solo unit now, but like that'd be a huge buff. Sorry, Tesla. We're not gonna get a lot of use out of level 80 no foe Cedric's. I mean, look at this. Look at this difference here. Almost 7,000 attack difference, and then the 15%, obviously. Let's not forget about the best craft essence now. Who do you know, we could use Billy, because Billy has an anti-rider passive. It's kind of fun. We haven't gotten to do too much with him yet. I just hate that I don't have his stuff. Gotta get those archer gems. Oh, Fluffy Chin, that is a good one. I wonder if I should go with heal. I'll say no because he's got an evade skill. We'll see if that's enough. Oh, command codes. Why can't you wait? Why can't you save presets for your servants? Like Billy has like a loadout I can just load that I've made. So many games do stuff like that. That would be so bloody helpful. Like all your regulars, just click a button, but there you go. Makes too much sense, apparently. Chin from Arc Knights. I'm sure someone could make a fluffy chin emote. Like slap a wig on him, there you go. If it's regular Chin, you have him like holding the sword all hype. And if it's the summer one, you give him the like sunglasses and water gun. Oh, this is Tesla Fest, thus the Tesla. Oh, he's got a defense gimmick. Tesla took all of the cards. Why NP anyway? tricky. If I had Billy cards, I would, but because I don't, there's not a lot of point. Chat, over the years, the George card emote has been used so much, but if FGO, like, dies more than it already is, they probably won't see a lot of use, which is really sad. Alright, got an attack buff and a defense buff. $97K. Probably don't need the other crit buff right now. Can I get away with quick though? I'm gonna try it. Make some stars here. If I break, it depends. I don't know if the defense buff is big actually. We might not break here. Okay, it's not so big that we're not doing damage. Come on, big hit count. Big hit count. Hit me with the big stuff. I need 24%. Actually, I need 23%. There we go. You just gotta ask. Watch him quick charge here. You know, I'm not sure I needed that other attack buff with all that crit buff. I don't think I did. I'm whiffing. That was dumb. Sam was so disappointing. The Star Rail. Yeah, that was way more damage than I needed. 50 stars though. Nice. Game, why do you do this? It's so trial and error. Like, it's so dumb when that's the worst mechanic ever, dude. It cannot be more trial and error than that, dude. The FGO classic, yep. I even said it, dude. Not a lot I can do here. This is where, like, having guts would be good. You have to bring a guts CE, I think, and then you have to win next turn. It's actually possible if you save the attack up. Gundam Seed into Exodium. 49,000. Fuck, now I want to play Armored Core 6, man. Music. Like, I never even got slightly burned out on that game because I didn't play it that much. But when I play it again, it's going to be, like, so fun, so I'm just waiting a bit. Actually, I kind of want to play some Neon White now, chat. I've been really wanting to play that game. I did play the PvP, but the PvP is kind of shit now. Like, once the meta got super established, it stopped. It doesn't really have a good meta. Meta is actually pretty horrific. But it was fun early on. But yeah, I think it's Neon White time. I'm actually super excited to play that. Give me 1 second here to set it all up. The 3v3 though in Armored Core is pretty good. Like, that's pretty solid. Because a lot of the meta doesn't really work in a 3v3 format. A lot of the kiting bullshit. I'm gonna reset the stream real quick here, just so the VODs are separated. So, one moment.